battle fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece is from the Gatestone Institute. This is just part of an article. The links will be on my site. But this underlines what Western governments are about. Well, some of them anyway. There seems to be zero interest in protecting its citizens. It's far more important for them to keep their failed multicultural policies going that fly in the face of reality. That's why I'm highlighting this particular article. These are just the headlines from the article. I urge you to read the whole article. The same government that wants to deport Japanese investors accepted 100,000 migrants from sub-Saharan and North Africa alone in 2017, most of them with no skills and no money. The same government that wants to deport Japanese creators of spectacular new wines in France is about to release from prison an Al-Qaeda terrorist, and I apologise for this, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Dajmal Bengal, linked to the Charlie Hebdo massacre in 2015. We fear a possible connection between Muslim gangs from the suburbs and jihadists soon to be liberated on the one hand, and jihadists coming back from war in Iraq on the other, a source who asked to remain anonymous. On August 5, 2018, that's this year, Dajmal Bengal, I'll just spell his name because I can't pronounce it. It's D-J-A-M-E-L, surname B-E-G-H-A-L. I have no interest in pronouncing the guy's name. His age is 52, will reach the end of his combined prison sentences for a series of crimes that include planning to blow up the American embassy in Paris, France. France wants to deport Beghal to Algeria the day he leaves Vezin prison in Rennes. Beghal has an Algerian passport, but his lawyers insist that his life would be in danger if he returned to the country where he was born. Until now, the Algerian government has not replied to the French government requests. On June 13, the Minister of Justice, Nicole Belloubet, said in a radio interview, it is not yet assured that the Algerian government will welcome Beghal, who is no longer a French citizen. What will happen if Algeria does not want him? He will be settled under house arrest. According to a new anti-terrorism law adopted in 2017, house arrest can be expanded to encompass a district in a city or enlarged to cover a city or residence in order to assure greater freedom for a terrorist to enjoy a work life and a family life. Dajmal Beghal's is not an isolated case. From now to the end of 2019, the Justice Minister in France is poised to release 50 Islamic terrorists and 450 radicalized prisoners from their cells. 450 radicalized prisoners will be out of prison by 2019, plus 50 Islamic terrorists, she said, to the news channel BFM TV. There will be 20 Islamic terrorists who leave prison this year and 30 other Islamic terrorists next year. 450 radicalized prisoners will get out of prison by 2019. Among them, we find criminals who have been radicalized during their jail time. Of course, I believe that everything is implemented to protect our fellow citizens, the article says. We are really determined to track these people. A creation of a national bureau to centralize information about the most dangerous is an effective answer. We have to remember that the 19-year-old ISIS jihadist who slit the throat of the priest, Father Jack Hamill, had been under surveillance and was being monitored with an electronic ankle bracelet. And the article continues. I'm going to add one little thought. These individuals know how to play the Western system. They know the rules. They have complicit lawyers, sometimes actually lawyers who are Muslims, who are obviously in favour of them being released, and they know how to game the system. And as long as we treat them as ordinary criminals, we will reap the consequences. They are a threat to our society and should never be released. Once a terrorist, always a terrorist. That's my thoughts. Let's hear yours. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.